Hi everyone, welcome back. It's me, Gio, for week 14 of the 2011 NFL season. Wow, it's really flying by, but there's still plenty of time to take the man's money. I went 2-2 against the spread last week with my picks, but as you know, and if you've been following my videos, I always put lots of money on Tim Tebow and the Denver Broncos to cover the spread. Well, Vegas finally caught up to Denver this week and have made them 3.5-point favorites at home. Now, will I still take them to win against the spread? Stay tuned. Well, of course I'm taking Denver, even though they are 3.5-point favorites this time at home to the Chicago Bears, who lost last week at home and also lost their running back. To go along with the loss of quarterback Jay Cutler a couple of weeks ago, most of the offense has gone on Chicago. Plus, they're playing a very good defense in Denver. You know, the Bears are 9-24 against the spread as a dog of between 3.5 and 10 points. All Denver's done has been a printing press for me the last 7 weeks or so. Take Denver minus 3.5. He's going to do it again. The second game we're going to look at is Philadelphia at Miami, where the Dolphins are 3-point favorites at home. Now, these two teams are going in different directions. Philadelphia has really floundered all year, actually, and Miami's come on really strong. They're on a nice little 6-0 against the spread run recently. Philadelphia, of their 4 games that they've covered this year, 3 of them have been in their own division, and the other one was against the St. Louis Rams, and everyone covers against the Rams. Meanwhile, Miami's covered all 3 of their games in Philadelphia's division. I think they'll make it a perfect 4-0 sweep. They've also won their last 3 games by double digits, Miami has, so let's take the Dolphins minus 3. The third game we're going to look at has the New York Giants going to Dallas, where the Cowboys are 3.5-point favorites at home. Wow, this one's for a lot of the marbles. You know, the Giants are still a very good road team, especially when they're getting points. They're 17-8 against the spread on the road against teams with a winning record. And meanwhile, Dallas is 3-13-1 against the spread as a favorite, and they're only 5-14 against the spread in the month of December. New York is the better team here, especially with Ahmad Bradshaw back running the ball. They almost beat Green Bay last week had it not been for some bad play calling, bad coaching, I think, with clock management. I think the Giants are the better team. You get the points, and it's even more than a field goal. Let's take the Giants plus 3.5. And for our fourth game, we're going to go to the Monday night game in Seattle, where the Hawks are 5.5-point favorites at home to the 2-10 St. Louis Rams. Look, the Rams are awful. Not only that, they've been clobbered their last 4 games in Seattle, and they haven't covered the spread in any of those games. As a matter of fact, they're 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 meetings between these two teams. Take Seattle and give up the 5.5 points. Okay, here are the 4 over-under games we're going to look at. The first game is Kansas City at the New York Jets. It's a low number, it's 36.5. Both teams have pretty good defenses, and they struggle on the offensive side of the ball. Kansas City has played 9 of 10 under, so let's take the under number, under 36.5. Game number 2 is New England at Washington. That number's 48. You know, the Redskins have gotten some players back recently, and they're starting to put points on the board, and they always give up points as well. The New England Patriots sort of love to beat up on NFC teams. They score a lot of points, and they also give up a lot of points. It's a Bill Belichick thing. Let's take the over 48. Game number 3 is Atlanta at Carolina. That number is also 48. Atlanta's scoring is really down this year, especially on the road. They've played 8 straight unders, and all 3 of their division games, which this one is, have been an under. Let's take under 48. And for the fourth game, we'll go back to the Monday nighter as St. Louis and Seattle play off. The number is 39.5 here. You know, the three overs all year for the Rams. That's it. Just 3, and the rest have been unders. And they're actually 0-5-1 to the under on the road. They've only scored 25 points the last 4 times they've played in Seattle, which is about, I guess they're going to score maybe 6 or 7 points this game maximum. That would mean Seattle has to score 33 points on their own. I don't think they will. Let's take the under there. Okay, here are the straight-up picks. The Thursday night game is Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Steelers should have no problems there. Indianapolis at Baltimore. Again, no problem for the Ravens. Houston's at Cincinnati. This game poses a bit of a problem for me. I can't decide. I know Houston's lost a lot of key players, but Cincinnati has yet to prove to me that they can beat a really worthy team. I guess they will here because they're at home. Let's take Cincinnati. Oakland's at Green Bay. The Packers should stay perfect. Kansas City's at New York Jets. Jets, Jets here. My beloved Minnesota Vikings are at Detroit now. Christian Ponder, our quarterback, has a sore hip. And if he can't go, there's no question that the Lions are going to win. But if he does go, this could be a bit of a surprise here. But, let's still take the Lions. New Orleans is at Tennessee, another tough game. But I'll do the prudent thing and take the Saints. Philadelphia's at Miami. I said two teams going in the opposite direction. Let's take the Dolphins here. New England is at Washington. And the Patriots will roll over the Redskins. Atlanta's at Carolina. The Panthers could play the spoiler here. But again, I'll do the prudent thing and take Atlanta. San Francisco's at Arizona. Willis, I think, is out for the 49ers, the good linebacker. But I still think the Giants will win this game. Tampa Bay's at Jacksonville. I don't know if Freeman is playing the quarterback for Tampa Bay, but even Jacksonville can't lose 2 in a row at home, can they? Maybe. Well, let's take Jacksonville anyways there. Chicago's at Denver. I like Denver here with Tim Tebow, of course. Buffalo's at San Diego. There's only one thing that Phillip Rivers, the quarterback for San Diego, does. Well, actually, there's two. One thing is that he takes all of your money. The other thing he does really well is he wins in December. So let's take the Chargers. The Giants are at Dallas. And I mentioned that this could be an upset here. Let's go with the New York Giants. And the Monday Nighter, St. Louis at Seattle. No contest, in my opinion. Let's take the Seahawks. Okay, so those are my picks. Good luck to you. I noticed that a lot of you are starting to go to my website, www.footballbook.ca, and participate in the forum. I appreciate that a lot. Keep making your videos. I try to post them all. And if I haven't, send me a note, and I will. For footballbook.ca, I'm Gio. Let's take the men's money.